We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. The Braves look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Cole Hamels, a southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last three starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Here comes the first pitch. Underway now in the weekend finale as the first pitch is looked at for strike one. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they're coming off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage the last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. Now the 2-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in the game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
Hit to third. Fielded cleanly. And there's one down now.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. And the pitch. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summerskill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summerskill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Roll. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner. Give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here's the center fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. A dive, but he's back. So here's Yoenis Cespedes as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes in with an average of 265, 8 home runs, and a dozen RBIs. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Nimmo, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to left. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. The relay on to first, and they get the double play. One hit's all they get. Nothing for the Mets in the first, and after a break, the Braves swing the bat. Stay tuned to MLB Network. Michael Wacha gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully, his mojo starts turning around.
Standing in, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Braves, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And now a pitch on the way. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. One pitch is a circle change. It hits the target 1-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Striding forward, Nick Markakis, and he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Fastball called for strike 2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
Swing, and he pops him up. Rosario has a play, and that's the second out of the inning.
Batting third, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. Wacha steps into his windup. Here's his offering.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0 home. Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still no score. Second inning set to go. Now in the box, Pete Alonso, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
2-0. Ball.
Good pitch there as they come after him, and the count goes full. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
The third baseman,
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Striding forward now, Jeff McNeil. And he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. No score here as we play inning number 2. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounded to the right. Oh, what a stop on the slide. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. On now to the bottom of the second. And we are tied 0-0. The next to bat for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch to him. And it's the outside corner. It's strike 1. Line towards center field. And there is the first hit of the ball game for the Braves. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Digging in now, Charlie Culberson. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Culberson was born right here in Georgia. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Wacha a check at first, just keeping him close. Pause, now the pitch. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2. Tyler Flowers is on deck. Working for the punch out and the offering. And that misses for ball 4. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Little traffic on the base paths right here, but one pitch away from getting a double play and getting right back into control.
There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. None out, runners at first and second. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Batting seven.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
So stepping in, Adam Duvall, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. Bottom of the second here with no score. Two and 0 to Adam Duvall.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The 2-0 pitch.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
He loses him on ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So striding forward now, Austin Riley. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Wacha comes set. First pitch on its way.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. A couple of walks, but no damage. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. Next for the Mets, Jake Marisnick.
Leading off to the Mets, the center fielder, number 16, Jake Marisnick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. drives it out to deep right center field. And he will make the nice running catch out there as he had to travel a long distance to rein that one in.
Batting eighth, the catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
So one man gone for the Mets in the third. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Here comes the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. One and one the count now. The pitch. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. He's got it. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Michael Wacha.
Settling in now, Michael Wacha, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Left side, reined in. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired.
We're just about set to go here as the Braves come to bat in the third inning, and this is an offense that's really been productive this year. Looking at the stats, it's pretty clear they're one of the more difficult groups of hitters to deal with, as they currently rank in the top 3 in the league in both hits and runs scored. One coach told me, we do it in a variety of ways. We've got guys that can launch balls out of the ballpark, but we've also got guys that can set the table or buckle down and have a quality at bat for the team given the situation. The point is, we don't ever want to give the opposing pitching a break, and we've been pretty good about that. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi. Now the pitch. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Line toward right center. And Hamels helps himself out. He's got a base hit.
Great.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Chopped to third. Tough to get to. Davis grabs it cleanly. McNeil's got it for 1. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it. But that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out. So that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Nick Markakis comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box. Behind
0-2 now. well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2. Albies is on the move. Pitch outside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard to this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
Swing and a miss there on a good pitch as Markakis is retired for out number 2. So next up will be Freddie Freeman, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the stretch.
0-1.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation, I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
0-2. Here it is.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2 pitch. And that misses 2-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. Scooped up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So it's back to the top of the order now, and up next will be the shortstop, Amed Rosario.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
So here's Brandon Nimmo as he rips it on the ground to second. Albies scoops it up onto first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. Stepping in, Yoenis Cespedes. First offering on its way. Back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Striding in, Marcell Ozuna. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Charlie Culberson.
At the plate now, Charlie Culberson, as As he'll take a look at ball one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Taken, but called a strike. Ground ball sent back up the middle. The second for one. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now.
When a glove toss is executed successfully, it's a thing of beauty. When it fails, boy, does it look ugly. Here we get to see a great example of it to begin a double play. Quick and accurate with the flip, and they get the 2 outs.
So base is empty now after the double play. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Tyler Flowers. Here's the first pitch to him. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Braves go down without a whimper here. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Leading off for the Mets.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Alonso.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pete Alonso is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in now, J.D. Davis. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. And now a pitch on the way. 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
Stepping into the box, Jeff McNeil. First Pitch coming. Here it is. In there. 0-1. A runner at first with no outs here. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2. Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Now a throw over to first and the runner back. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third and no swing. It's ball 3. And here's the 3-2 from him. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ozuna is under it. 1 out.
The center fielder, number 16, Jake Marisnik.
So a runner on first with 1 out now. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnik. He's set. Now the pitch. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. First and second now, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. From the stretch. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Heading out towards shallow right. Markakis will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the pitcher, Michael Wacha.
Digging in, Michael Wacha. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Grounded to third. Fielded cleanly. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of the fifth. It's 1-0 Mets. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Adam Duvall.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Adam Duvall is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball, and it sailed on it.
Strike called. 2-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that these guys are, as we speak, 4th in the NL in that category. Now at the plate, Austin Riley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Riley swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. And it's quickly 0-2.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. Down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. One out, nobody on. To the left side, but it's well foul. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Standing in now, Hamels. The first pitch misses to him. It's ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ooh, and he finds his spot there. 1-1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Hit to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. They trail this one 1-0. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Amed Rosario. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one right down Main Street.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
The 1-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
In now, Brandon Nimmo.
As he sends it on the ground to first.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Digging in once again. First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Next pitch from Hamels tonight will be number 73 for him in the ballgame. That misses 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
2 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning now. Ready for another shot now. Ozzie Albies. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed. Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Justin Wilson takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
First delivery to him on the way, and a foul tip held onto here at strike 1. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. 1-1 to count. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Now a move over to first, back in standing. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he's back standing. So now to the plate, Freddie Freeman. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fouled away. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. A ball and a strike.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Throw over to first. Runner back standing. 2 out with the man at first. Hit out towards second. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 1 and the Braves nothing. Felix Hernandez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 34, Felix Hernandez.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Here's the pitch. That one's in there. 3-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Coming to the plate now, J.D. Davis. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. The ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Now the pitch. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
This right here is the difference between an average hitter and a very good hitter. The average hitter probably doesn't do anything with that pitch, but this guy goes down and gets it, muscling it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
So here's Jeff McNeil.
He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center.
Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
Stepping in, Jake Marisnick. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. High and deep to right. Back goes Markakis. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Mets leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
For the Braves.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Dylan Betances gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Dylan Betances.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Got him. The slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate, Tyler Flowers. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-1. Two balls and two strikes now to the Braves catcher. Bases are empty, one man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Adam Duvall. Strike one to start the at-bat. Betances sets. Here's the 0-1. Betances is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls, and that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. Eighth inning coming up. Mets out in front, 1-0. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Wilson Ramos.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. The Braves are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by one, they're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance.
The 1-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Markakis on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Robinson Cano will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Robinson Cano.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
The bat, number 1, shortstop Ahmed.
So a runner at first now with one away, and up next will be the shortstop Ahmed Rosario. Set and the pitch. A ball and no strikes. One ball, one strike, the count. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike two.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
And Hernandez will go to first, and he'll dive back in. And another throw over, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Runner at first here, one man out. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball four anyways.
There goes the runner. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Markakis has a read on it. Two down. Throw back to first. On to first. A double play. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the eighth coming up. It's the Mets 1 and the Braves nothing. Ronald Acuna will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Seth Lugo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Seth Lugo.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball one. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Here's another 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Cespedes. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Felix Hernandez.
Ender Inciarte is into the on-deck circle as it appears he will bat for Felix Hernandez here.
Ender Inciarte.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
So up steps Ozzie Albies.
And he'll bounce one on the ground to first.
Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit.
Barely.
And the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We've played 8 full. The Mets lead this one 1-0. Luke Jackson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Luke Jackson.
Adeiny Echeverria has come into the ballgame now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Adeiny Echeverria.
In now, Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Leading off for the Mets, the right fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a ball.
The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
The 1-1. Now a swing and he gets him to pop it up. But this will land untouched. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat to the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And he takes ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. The 1-1 home. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Center fielder looking up, still going back. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard.
All right. Oh, I needed that.
A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. Home run number 9 on the year as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Power
The
swing.
bullpen
came
is going to
through.
have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning. But they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always
Dead
huge.
center field.
So here's Pete Alonso. And Dan, after that home run, it looks like they might be able to end this losing streak that they've been mired in.
Yeah, and a win at this level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way if they can play well the rest of the game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one, no.
Lifetime against this pitcher. He's got a 3-for-5 line. The 1-0 home. Fouled off. Jackson stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. The 1-1 home. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Runners on first with 1 down. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? Over to Albies. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Nick Markakis digging in now. He's going to lead things.
Leading up for the Braves, the right fielder.
Edwin Diaz comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
0-2. Here it comes. Popped up. Ramos shading to his right. 1 down.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Digging in, Freddie Freeman 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
1 out, nobody on. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Count remains at 0-2. And the pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Down and away, ball 1.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Out of play. Final strike for the Braves. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the 9th. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Culberson.
Now at the plate, Charlie Culberson, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
No balls and 1 strike. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Has them down to their final strike.
All right.
And he strikes him out to end it here as
Put it
they
in the
were able to
books.
get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Mets used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Michael Wacha earns the win, his second. Cole Hamels is settled with a loss after giving up only one earned. Edwin Diaz closes the door for the save, his third of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For Atlanta, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Michael Wacha. His record is now 2-2. The loss goes to Cole Hamels. He is now 4-2. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 24 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Truist Park, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.
right, that'll do it. Our next matchup is going to be in Miami. Steven Matz versus Sandy Alcantara. I'll see you for that one.